Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do a review on the Dalbinowl Noctua-R red dot. This is a rifle red dot sight. So we're just going to kind of unbox it, go through the specs. It's a pretty simple dot, nothing too fancy to go over, but we just want to kind of give you kind of what this dot is about. It comes packaged very nicely. We can read on the box. It says it's 6061 aluminum. It is IPX7 waterproof, 1500G shockproof, and a 3-year warranty on this particular optic. We'll go ahead and open it up for you guys. I have opened it up prior to making the video to put the battery in it because I did not want to do that on camera. So it comes with a pad on the top like a lot of these optics do, cleaning cloth. You've got your user manual, very simple. This is almost like a waterproof type coating on the manual, so you can take it outside in the weather and probably still be able to follow directions with it. It's pretty nice. Here's the optic itself. If I can get it out of here. This is, like I said, a rifle red dot. So here you go. Very nice logo on top. Nice big adjustment wheels on the front and on the top and the side here. It does have an external battery, so of course most rifle optics do, but this is no exception. You've got this nice big easy to remove battery tray that you can do to change the battery. It's got a nice big window, and just looking at it, you know, fairly simple in the way it's designed, but it's also, you know, very elegantly done. So it's got a good look to it. And one thing I will say about it, and this could be a pro or con based on what you guys think or what you're using it for, but this thing, it's got weight to it. It's pretty hefty. So I think overall this sight would be extremely durable, especially if you drop it on the back or on the front. I don't think you don't have to worry about anything. I would say the only vulnerable spots possibly would be like here and here. And even then, you've got a lot of casing here to kind of protect it. So it would have to be a very specific drop for this optic to break. So I will say that it is very heavily built and very nicely built. This right here, this piece, a lot of these optics, they make these out of plastic. And this is a whole piece of machined aluminum. So, and here too, I mean, this is just solid. And so you can feel that in the weight. So some people that are looking for something that they want to do competition with and are moving a whole lot, you know, you may like that because the weight's going to be more on the back of the gun. It's not going to be on the front of the gun. You want that weight on the front of the gun to be lightweight, but this weight on the back may be just fine. It's 7.5 ounces. So basically it's going to be 4 times what a regular red dot that goes on a pistol's weight is. So if you factor in a riser for a regular red dot, it's going to be, you know, this is going to be over double that weight with a riser. So just something kind of to note, because you might want to put this on a more heavy duty rifle, or you may just like the extra weight. You may like the durability that comes with the weight. So that's just something to think about. I think it's an excellent dot all around. And if you're wanting a heavier weight, durable optic, this would be a great choice right here. We will show you the reticle in just a second, but there's the dot. Let me get you a little closer. You can kind of see it up close. Kind of see the way it mounts. Nice locking lugs onto your rail. Nice large buttons, very clickable and easy to hit, which is nice. If you're going to have a rifle optic, why not have large, nice buttons to hit? Like I said, this whole thing's solid right here. Very nice and tough, you can tell. There it is. Let's go over the specs real quick, guys. I'm not going to waste a lot of your time on this video. I just kind of want to show you kind of what it's about. This one, Noctua-R, is a 3 MOA dot only. So apparently you can get it in CR, which is a multi-reticle system, or the G, which is a green 3 MOA dot. So that's pretty cool as well. You do have 10 brightness settings as well. And the controls are very, you know, intuitive, very kind of obvious what you do to actually change the brightness and all that thing. So you got 10 levels of brightness settings, 8 daytime, 2 nighttime. You got 45 MOA adjustment in both directions, so 90 MOA total. It is a 1x magnification, so there's no magnification. Your lens size is, which is your glass size, is 0.95 of inch to 1.19 inches. That's the size of your glass. It's got a multi-coated lens. It's a Picatinny mount is how it mounts on a rifle. 6061 aluminum, we talked about that earlier. Eye Relief's Unlimited IPX7, we talked about that. The 1500G. It uses a CR2032 battery, up to 50,000 hours battery life, which is better than a lot of rifle optics have, especially the older models. So it is a 7.5 ounce dot. So if you want to see any of that, you can pause the video and read those specs. But it has all these nice instructions on it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and show you the reticles real quick, and then we'll move on to showing you some shooting footage. All right, guys, we're back with the Noctua-R, and this is the red 3 MOA dot. Now we're going to kind of just show you the reticle. That's the only setting you have on the reticle. So we are going to kind of go through the brightness settings and see what we got. So let's go all the way up first. Makes it a little bit easier. Okay, there's 10. So you got, it makes, you know, kind of sunburst the dot out a little bit, but it's very crystal clear anyway, even though it makes the dot look bigger. It doesn't seem like it's kind of starburst, like making that kind of glare too much on the edges. So it still looks pretty good to be that bright. There's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That's a night vision setting, and 1. So you can't even see it with your eye because all the light in here. But those two settings are for night vision. So we can see on 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, guys, just giving you a better look at that reticle. All right, guys, I also wanted to mention that this tool that allows you to mount the sight and do your MOA adjustments for windage and elevation is included in the box, and so is a battery that I had already put in the optic. So it comes with the battery, and it comes with this tool and the dot and your instructions, and that allows you to do everything you need to do with this sight. Okay, guys, there it is. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We're out here with a Noctua-R by Dalbinowl rifle red dot. We're going to shoot it with our MMP 1522 and just see what we can do with it and see how much fun this is. So far, I really like how rough and, you know, as far as the toughness of it, this dot can take a lot. You can tell it's very strong. It's very well locked into the mount, so you don't have to worry about it going anywhere or losing its adjustment. So very nice, guys. We are on a closed range, nothing to worry about out in the middle of nowhere, so nothing to worry about there. Let's just shoot it a little bit and kind of let y'all know what we think about the dot, and we'll take it back to the table and talk about it some. All right, guys? Cool. $20. No problem. Let's try some of these. Let's try some of these bottles, steel bottles. There's one. There we go. All right, and we're out. All right, guys, I didn't want to leave you hanging. We shot some of those bottles over there. And now we are going to shoot a little bit longer range. So I'm going to shoot at 30 yards first. Makes easy work of that. That was all hits. Now we're going to try 105 yards. Some of you guys think these optics like this may not be able to hit at longer range, so we want to show you that it can. 105 yards. Hit. 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 All right, we're going to come back closer. So that was all hits at 105 yards on a silhouette target. That was all hits besides one miss. Okay, one miss out of like somewhere around 10 to 12 shots. All right, guys, we're back with the Dalbinowl Noctua-R red dot 3 MOA. We just wanted to kind of conclude this video with some quick thoughts on it. And I wanted to say I really appreciate Dalbinowl because they did send me this dot to look at and kind of give my thoughts on. They didn't pressure me for anything. Didn't say they wanted any particular thing. They just said, hey, take it, review it, look at it, see what you think, let us know. I actually reached out to them first because I was letting them know, hey, I'd like to have some dots on my channel just to kind of help you guys and you help me, and we'll get more content on the channel and stuff. And so they, within 3 or 4 weeks, sent an email back saying, yeah, we'll send you our dots, we'll let you look at them and see what you think. So I do appreciate them for doing that. They did not pay me anything in doing this, simply sent me the dot. Okay, all right, so the Noctua-R, we shot it on the 15-22, and I know this thing would hold up to much larger rifles and shotguns, but I wanted to be able to shoot it, and being at 22, you get to shoot a little bit more, so we put quite a few rounds through it, both on and off camera, and the thing held up really good. It was extremely fun. We was able to hit like 11 out of 12 at 105 yards, and that's with that 105 yard target being in the shadows, so it's really hard to see in the daytime because I need to kind of go up there and clean up around it so we can get some light around it so I can see it better and repaint it. But it still was able to hit like 11 out of 12 times, somewhere in that range. I'm just estimating. I'm not sure how many shots I made, but I only missed one time on that 105 yard target. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Pros, I would say it looks really durable. It seemed to be really easy to zero, extremely easy to zero, extremely easy to mount onto the gun, extremely easy controls. The buttons are really nice. The controls are also, and I wanted to mention this too, the controls, both the buttons, audible and tactile, the windage and elevation are both audible and tactile as well. So that's really cool. I'm not going to show you because I've already got it sighted in. But yes, audible and tactile elevation and windage adjustments with audible and tactile brightness controls as well, and on and off buttons. Just very nice, guys. I'm very happy with it. Pros, looks like a train would have to run over it to break it, and it's very hefty. That could also be a con depending on what you're looking for. I did not notice the extra weight on this particular gun in this particular setup, but you might be looking for something that just saves a few ounces, so that might be a negative for you, because you could probably put dots on this gun that are about the same window size, they're about half the weight. But for a lot of people, they're going to really like how strong and how secure this dot is, and so that's probably going to be a pro for them. I'd give this dot, for the price and out of the box, everything that I see about it, the clarity of the glass, the reticle, the construction, I'm going to give it at least a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think if they were able to keep the durability of the optic exactly like it is and take 2 ounces off of it, I would have probably gave it a 5 stars review for sure. But it is excellent, and I would recommend it to anybody who is looking into some kind of red dot that kind of looks like this and about this size and about this price range. I would definitely highly recommend it. And I'm not just saying that. They didn't tell me to say that. That's what I really feel, and I'm always going to tell you guys how I really feel. There's a lot of good dots on the market. We're not going to lie about it, and they know that. I'm sure they would tell you that. But this is a good one, and definitely look into it, compare it with the other dot maybe you're thinking about getting, and see if maybe you like this one better. All right, guys. God bless. Have a great day, and we will catch you guys later.